Hey everyone, it's Ray1940 here. Today we're doing another video with the MI8 on Enigma's Cold War server, and this is a sortie I did a night ago. And you see the Hind off into the corner, and there was a Hind operating around me when I did troop drops, and I noticed this Gazelle just hanging out. So I want to close him and kill him because my troop drops are just nearby, and I know that he's gonna see us eventually as we go further up the direction he's actually looking to hit the other camps. Now, this Gazelle is actually the one that's armed with the anti-tank missiles, and I'm mostly afraid of that type of Gazelle, because if they're actually smart, they'll hang around where you're going to drop troops off, and then they just wait to see that dust cloud you kick up, and then they blow you away with a missile. And there's no way you can kind of protect against that, because if they see you, you have no idea it's coming. So, unfortunately for him, he got a little too high, and I really did notice him, and I wanted to do something about it. So now he's run away because the hip came out in front of him, or the Hind came out in front of him, sorry, and it alerted him right when I wanted to come up and shoot him. So in the hip you can kind of outspeed a lot of helicopters, not by much now with the Gazelle and the Hueys, especially with its engine upgrade. I dropped my troops off, so I'm a little light, and I'm pointing a lead geometry here. I'm getting in front of where I think he's flying to help collapse that lateral distance so that we can get the range that we need and the angle that we need for our door gunner. And he's starting to shoot at him right as you see those red tracers. Those are actually our troops on the ground. Their attack has just completed. They're waiting exfil right now, and you can actually see the black smoke there off on the distance, and that was their target. So he was really unlucky rolling over them. I'm sure it's really confusing for him. Now he's flaring, probably to alert others that he needs help. And with the hip, you want to stay high and above, with sort of left-hand turns to shoot down at the target, and you can kind of see what your gunner's doing. I don't know what he tried to do here. A lot of times you can't be too aggressive with your turns because he might shoot out in front of you, and you want to be able to retain the speed. So at this point I expect him, if he was to continue on, to shoot out in front, and he never did that, so it's time for us to circle back. Once again, we got to balance the amount that we're turning with keeping our speed up as well. And so we're looking off into the turn, and I can see that he exploded, and we get in the kill feed that we actually killed him. So that was good, and it's not over yet though. Okay, so with the hip, when you're doing troop drops, or anybody doing troop drops, if this kind of thing happens to you, you got to think about him go ahead and telling others on the chat or in Discord or something on voice that he got shot down. And he knows that there are ground forces there because he rolled right over them, and they're pretty near his crash site. So that crash site puts up a lot of flames and smoke. It's very easy to tell pilots, hey, go look at the front line in this sector, and the fresh fire and smoke, that's where I got shot down. So it's important for us to go over and pick our troops up. Now by this point I had done 1 or 2 troop drops prior, and it was about time for me to call it quits with this sortie and not push my luck. So I wanted to pick these guys up as fast as possible and return to base. So with I've talked about in other videos doing the hot drops and stuff like that. It's not really necessary unless there's like an imperative danger where you're getting shot at and you need to immediately come down to hide behind something. This is quite alright. There is a danger that we can be spotted, but no one's shooting at us at the moment. I don't see any other aircraft, and you can think of it as slow is smooth and smooth is fast. So just calmly pick up my guys here. And I already know the heading I want to come out of to get back to cross the front line. If you're returning to the FARP from a situation like this, just don't fly straight back to the FARP. Do some 45-degree offset sort of course to come a roundabout way to return back to base, because whoever you shot down, if they're really pissed about it, they're going to try and figure out a way to intercept you, and that straight line course is what they're going to assume. So don't do that. Now, a quick update for the server. They just implemented the troop drop stats. They don't work with the Discord stuff yet, where the stats bot, but it is working on the back end, so now they could track how troops are affecting the gameplay, and eventually it's going to get to the Discord stat bot, so just stand by for that. Now with that, I'll leave you all to it, and hopefully I'll see you guys out there, so I'll see you. Bye.